This felt to me like the final blow for Buffalo. For all the ups and downs that we've seen this season, the Josh Allen that we got today is arguably the best player in the world. And I'm including Patrick Mahomes in that conversation. When Josh Allen plays the way we saw in Philly, there are very, very few people who have been better than him in a long time playing football. And given the situation that the Bills are in right now, with the schedule they have, we'll talk about that in a second, to get the Josh Allen you got today and still come up short with all of the chances you had to win, this really felt like the final kick in the butt for Buffalo, where it's okay, you're probably not going to the playoffs this year, which is sad because I want to see Josh Allen in the playoffs. I know producer Zach, Union Zach, is thrilled about this. But Ziggy, watching this game, didn't it just feel like Buffalo had their moment and now they have an impossible task ahead of them?
I think they do. And my prediction is I don't think he's getting fired this week, but I think this is the end of Sean McDermott in Buffalo.
Same.
Besides that Ravens game to go to the AFC Championship, the Bills have generally not won these big games. And it's a shame because they show up, or at least the offense basically always shows up. Josh Allen played incredibly well. And through, I think, what an objective fan would call some pretty unfair officiating, right? There was that missed horse collar tackle into that terrible intentional grounding call. The Eagles players were getting DPI and were doing DPI and holding all night and getting away with it. But even setting that focus aside, it was just tragedy after tragedy for Buffalo.
Yes.
You've got Jake Elliott hit one of the most impressive field goals in NFL history, 59 yards.
I can't believe
in those conditions.
When he set up, Zach and I were watching the game, and I looked at Zach, and you were pretty confident he was going to hit it, I think, because it's always the Eagles. But I sat back and I looked at Zach and said, there's no effing way that this guy's hitting a 59-yarder in a downpour. Dude crushed it. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, you have that. Then you inexplicably decide to kneel the game out rather than giving Josh Allen 20 seconds and 2 timeouts. It was only 1 timeout because they iced the kicker for some reason. But you kneel the game out. Then you win the coin flip in overtime. You have some missed calls, some things go unfortunate. You kick a field goal. And then you've got the Eagles just march down the field to score and the game after some pretty tight conversions. And you're seeing Josh Allen, right? It's 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10 every single time. And he's finding ways to convert and move the ball down the field. Meanwhile, you've got Gabe Davis running in the wrong direction.
Oh, that was
there were just so many opportunities for the Bills to win this. And it's tough at a certain point when you've got a quarterback playing this well to not think it's your defensive-minded head coach not being able to get anything right. The defense has given up a bunch of points. Special teams is a disaster. The offense is inconsistent. It just feels like nothing is going right for a team that, by their performances, is one of the best in the NFL.
You're totally right. And the Gabe Davis, it's not a drop or anything. It's just the wrong route. It's just a miscommunication. That play felt to me when he let go of the ball. You saw Gabe running his route, and it looked like, okay, this game's over here. It felt a little bit like the 13-second game touchdown Davis had, where he just ran, a little post route, touchdown. You're walking away what should be a winner. And it feels to me like that 13-second game might be the peak, like the best we will ever see this Sean McDermott team. And at this point, I don't know if they're going to be able to get back with Sean McDermott to playing that level of football all around. That team, I think, would have gone on to win the Super Bowl had they beaten Kansas City. Joe Burrow's Bengals were great. But, yeah, maybe we've just reached our ceiling here. And now when you look ahead at the rest of the season, at the Chiefs versus the Cowboys, at the Chargers, you go to Miami, it's impossible for me to see them. This just feels backbreaking.